It's expensive to get started in real estate. We know that. It's also expensive to hire a coach or get involved in a coaching program. We know that as well. But here's one thing that I do know. If you're piecing together content from all different coaches, one is focused on social media, one is focused on client attraction, one is focused on building system, one is focused on mindset, it's going to be hard for you to really see success. You're struggling because you are just all over the place with everybody's free content that you don't have a plan of action for what you're actually going to achieve. You can't piecemeal stuff together and expect to get a full picture for your business. And when you don't have a full picture for your business, you're going to find yourself working but not getting the results because you never had a plan to get you to the results. In this video, I'm going to talk about why you have to invest in coaching and stop trying to piecemeal everything together. And if you're doing it out of necessity because money is an issue, I understand that, and we're going to address that too. So tune into this video and let's have this conversation. I know this video is like one of those things that people think it, but they don't say it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. When you have somebody, like I get a lot of emails from people like, thank you for putting out this content. Thank you for showing me this. And I'm like, here's what I need you to understand about piecemealing content together. Piecemealing information from your favorite coaches. I've been there, I've done that. I did that I got into real estate in July. I had my first closing in April. The following February, I signed up for coaching. So I would say about less than 18 months, I signed up for coaching. And here's why. What I noticed is from the time I started in July 2017 to the time I hired a coach in February of 2019, I was piecemealing stuff. I would listen to Tom Ferry stuff that was on YouTube, get that free stuff. I would listen to, Mike Ferry stuff on YouTube, get that stuff. I would listen to this coach's information, get that stuff. And then what happens is you're trying to piece it all together. What you don't realize is you're not getting the full picture. That's like somebody giving directions and you missing every other minute. So you hear one set and then you miss one set. You hear one set, you miss one set. What's going to happen is you're going to have a piecemeal, patchwork business. So you might see some success, some results, but you're not going to blow the lid off because you don't have the full picture. I have a lot of people that look at my lead generation videos and I'm like, if you really knew how deep I get into this thing, you would sign up. Because if you knew how deep I got into it and how it could transform the way you attract clients, and I don't lead generate like just by phone calls. I do that for me, but I don't advise my clients to lead generate by phone calls. If you don't like it, don't do it. I help you build a marketing plan that attracts clients to you using your authenticity, whatever feels good and natural to you, because that's the only thing you're going to do anyway. So when you miss that piece of it and you hear a video where I said that you should be calling for sale by owners and expire because it is the quickest and fastest way to a deal, and then you go do that, but you miss the fact that I said I help people lead generate in a way that's organic to them. If you don't like the cold call, I'm not going to tell you to cold call. I don't mind cold calling. I actually look at it like a competition. So I'm going to do it and it feels good to me. It's okay for me. But then you got people that door knock. I don't want to door knock. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good to me. But when you piecemeal stuff together, you end up with a piecemeal business. And what you could have accomplished in 6 months, in 2 years, you still didn't accomplish that. So in the first year, from that time I started in July 2017 to the time I started coaching in February 2019, I had 10 transactions. Started coaching in February 2019, and in the rest of that year, I had 25 transactions. See the difference? Because coaching gave me a path. When I started coaching, I shut down everything else. Why? Because this person is walking me on a path from here to here. I don't want to hear anybody else. Because what happens is you're trying to make a dish and everybody is telling you the different ways that they make it. You don't have a recipe. You're trying to listen to everybody, and every agent does this. And I know why we do it. We do it because when we get into real estate, you don't have a lot of money. You already spent money on the classes. You already spent the couple $1,000s to join the MLS and GTAR and get your photos and little business cards and sign. Like, you tapped out. I get it. Here's the thing. Do that for a time. Do that for a season. But the second you are able to have the funds to invest in yourself, do it, and do it consciously understanding that you're going to get there farther if somebody is instructing you and walking with you along the way than you ever will without someone. We have to get out of this space where we don't want to pay people for coaching. We don't want to pay people to advise us. You can't go to a lawyer and get contract advice for free. So why would you come to a real estate coach and expect the same thing? I'm not coaching you for free because guess what? You're not invested. I want you to be just as invested as I am. I think that the number one thing that I wish agents understood before they got into the business is that you're the investment. You're not paying me, you're investing in you. What it is I've paid a lot of money to become the person that I am, to have the expertise that I have, and I can and I have receipts. So when I'm coaching people, I'm going to help you. You're going to make double what you made before working with me. Why would you profit and I not? Why would you benefit and I not? So I want you to think about that when you're working with coaches. Don't ask the coaches for free. Stop asking people to pick their brain, because this is what I tell them. I will tell you what to do all day. I will tell you you need a business plan all day. I will tell you don't run a business without a plan. But now what you're paying me for is not the what. What you're paying me for is the how. Because when you say, okay, I want you to be my coach, and then we start with business planning, I'm going to walk you through that thing side by side. We're going to lay it out. We're going to systematically hold hands and walk down this path together. I'm going to make sure you get there. You don't have that if you patchwork and stuff all around the place. So if that's something that you're doing and you're doing it out of necessity, continue to do that, because that's the space that you're in now. But I see a lot of agents, they'll spend money on leads, but they won't spend money on coaching. That's a waste, because coaching most of the time will tell you how to organically attract leads that you don't have to pay for. So then now you spent the money on the leads, but guess what? You don't have the training, the skills, the knowledge to convert the leads. So it actually was a waste, because even though you got all the leads, you don't know what to do with them. You don't know what to say with them. You don't have a system behind them to put them in so that they can be nurtured when they're not speaking to you, so that you can really pre-qualify them to make sure they're not working with other agents. So that's actually a waste as well. Except you didn't change. See, invest money in things that change you, because your business is a reflection of you. It grows to the extent that you do. So this is why I created the membership. I created the membership because so many people were like, oh my God, how are you getting 10 referrals a week? How are you closing 10 deals a month and not cold calling, not lead generating? And I'm like, I'll show you. Yeah, this is what I created to show you. So when somebody inboxes me and say, can you tell me this? Yes, I give them the link to the membership. If you want to know that, join the membership. That's the behind the curtains thing for everybody. And all coaches have it. Everybody's going to give you free content, because at the core, if you're a coach and you really love people, you want to help people succeed. You can't help it. I can't help it. But here's the other part. There's behind the veil stuff that you're missing. Remember I said it's like somebody giving you direction and you're missing every other minute? That's what you're getting. When you get the free content, you're getting a minute, then you're missing a minute, then you're missing a minute, then you're getting a minute, then you're missing a minute. And now you look at the full picture and your picture is incomplete. And then you go try to execute business on that and then wonder why you didn't get results. And in your mind, oh, this coaching plan, this coach is not good. No, the coach is great. You just didn't have access to the coaching. You just had access to the free content. And we do that a lot. And as a realtor that has seen the difference in what investing in coaching does, I highly recommend you invest in yourself. When I hired my first coach, his name was Matt Sutter. He was a beast, revolutionized the way I did business. And he wasn't even a real estate coach. He was a business coach, but he coached on the business of real estate. And I look at why God had me go to him, because I am generally naturally inclined. I love business. So when he spoke, I was like, oh, that's me. Like, I love everything he's saying. I loved everything he was saying. When he was on the stage, I was like, I don't care what he got. I'm signing up for it, because I knew your coach will speak your language. When they open their mouth, you'll be like, oh, ooh, I need more of that. And when we trained and we coached, I didn't understand a lot of what he was saying because I was new to the business, but I understood business, so I was able to follow. Years later, I see this stuff resurfacing in my life, and now it all makes sense. So what I'm saying is I got the investment because I had 10 deals. I increased my production by 3 times. So I got the upfront thing. And then now on the back end, I look at my business and I'm like, all the ways I run my business, I learned from him. And I'm grateful that I signed up that day. And my story is I didn't even have the money to pay for it. I just knew that I needed it. In my heart, I knew that I believe in coaches. Like NBA players have coaches, NFL players have coaches, then they go play the Super Bowl. Everybody got a coach. So I knew in order to be successful, I needed a coach. But when he came off the stage, I said, I'm going to sign up. And I was so excited because it was in February, and the organization said, hey, we're going to take your card information, but we're not going to charge it till the class starts in May. I was like, oh, great. I got 3 months to go get this money. And I'm telling you, I had the money in 3 months, and it was like a 5 month membership, and I had to pay a certain amount every month. Every month, like clockwork, I had that money, and it changed my business. And I want that for you guys. So if you want to know why you're struggling in real estate and why you just can't seem to get it together, even though you have an abundance of information, consider this. This might be why. Because you have too much piecemeal stuff. And then the other part is you have different stuff from different people. Different coaches focus on different things. So if you're with me, we're going to talk about building a business. We're going to talk about CEO stuff. We're not going to talk about other stuff. We're not going to talk about just lead generation. We're going to talk about client attraction. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to talk about how, when I say CEO stuff, how to set your business up in a way where clients come to you. Yes, you're going to have to go to clients in the beginning, but I don't want you doing that after a year. Because after a year, you should have your system set up and ironclad to where now the clients start coming to you. Like I said, I'm a referral-based business. All of my business comes to me. I got a listing appointment yesterday from a Google review. I set it up to where every person that works with me, when they close, I get a Google review. So that now when people are searching on Google and they find my name and I get a call, I expected that to happen because I set the system up like that. But it took me some time to set up the system. That's why our membership is a 1-year membership, because we're helping you set up systems. You don't set up systems in one day. All right. So it's very important that you understand that. There's a link going to be in the bio. If you are struggling because you're piecemealing stuff and you're ready to make a change, and here's the thing, you don't get to better until you get to different. If you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep getting the same results. I know it seems cool to feel like you're grabbing stuff from every person in every place, but that is not gonna help you build a business that resonates with you, that feels good to you, that gives you the life and money and finances that you want for your life. The membership link is in the bio. We are helping people build systems so that they can have a life that they love and have a business that fuels it. Real estate does not have to be hard if somebody is showing you the way. I've been there. I've coached people to that space. I can help you get there. I love to connect with you.